Hello there. So, you've joined this breathwork session, or your friends gotten you signed up, and you're like, who is this Soul Dr. Nick? Why am I choosing to do this? Why am I choosing to do this him? Am I safe? What's going on? And so I want to give you a little bit of who I am and remind you that this is totally by choice. You don't need to show up. You can leave anytime. You can cut out anytime. If you watch this video like, no, that seems too weird, it's all good. I am a medical doctor by training. I'm here in British Columbia, Canada. I was trained in Canada. I grew up here. I was born in the United States. And about 13 years ago now, I burned out from medical field. I was working as a pediatric resident then and thought I had everything ahead of me until I found myself catatonic, suicidal, depressed, anxious, post-traumatic stress, all the things. And from there, it took a lot of years to get to where I am now. A lot of years of Western medications, a lot of years of not knowing what's going on, of doing coaching, of doing transcendental meditation, of learning about plant medicines and healing my lifelong asthma, which I thought was impossible. Doing breath work where I felt the soul of my brother who'd passed away, which I thought was impossible. I even remember when I was first in coaching and one of my clients said they had paid for a breathwork session. They thought it was really helpful. I was like, wow, you just wasted your money paying someone for breath. Like, that sounds ridiculous. We all do it. We all know what we're doing. Why would you do that? Because I didn't realize the power of altered states of consciousness that you can get and the deepness that you can get in meditation. So for myself, I'm a father. I have right now a 3-year-old son, a beautiful wife, a cat. We live in a 2-bedroom apartment right now, and it's fantastic. We play with the esoteric, but we're also very much in this 3D world where we're doing investments, learning about cryptocurrency, being with going out, eating, schooling, education, taking care of ourselves and our health. And so what I think is unique about me is that I can combine that Western medically trained part where I can talk about the oxygen carbon dioxide exchange, talk about the nitric oxide, talk about what is happening in your body, while also looking at the esoteric. I've gone to other realms, other ways of consciousness, other ways of being. And in coming back and having learned from many teachers, I am reminded that the most important thing is that you feel safe. Because when you're safe, you can surrender. When you can surrender, magic can happen that is beyond your wildest imaginations. And the reminder for that is my son is my greatest teacher. And my role is to make it so safe for him, not in the way of like trying to make sure that he can't hurt himself, but so safe that he feels safe enough to really explore. Because when he does things that are magical, that are wondrous, that I wouldn't have even imagined. Because I essentially just create some of the guardrails for him to explore. And from that exploration, new ideas come out. And that's the idea, that each generation is doing things that the older generation couldn't imagine. And it's speeding up. What's happened and how my parents grew up 50 years ago, how I grew up 30, 40 years ago, is so different than what he's growing up in. And that's what I want to recreate for each of us. Because if we can bring ourselves back to that state of play and wonder, then we can see that the things that are feeling like obstacles or problems have so many different creative ways to look at, that we actually get to choose our lives and what we actually want. That what we thought was for sure true, maybe, just maybe, it's just part of the truth. And you're speaking to a doctor here who I was taught that I know the truth, I know what's best, I know what's right. And it was really hard for me to let some of that go, but that's what he taught me. He taught me that it's important to let go of me thinking I know, to make possibility for another way of being. And if there's another way, then things can happen that I can't explain. And it's going to keep coming up. So what else is there that's important for you to know? Know that I'm creating this because I can see that my one-on-one work, which is usually hundreds to thousands of dollars, is only going to reach so many people. And I still love doing it. There's nothing quite like being there with someone all day. But I want to create something where this is accessible, where the teachings are coming out further and faster. And where we can share some of the learnings that I've had, because everything, every day, every week is just learnings, and disseminate it further. And a place where people can invite others to come and explore and experience, because this is just the beginning of the experience. There's so many ways to go. I would love for this to be a regular occurrence for you if you join, and know that there's no expectation. You can come back again anytime you want to. And I hope that we're creating a space where you feel like, wow, I got something out of it. I can't wait to share this, because that's how I want to spread the message, that it just organically grows, because that's the best way to find the trust. Whoever invited you here, you trusted. And if it was even an online platform, you trusted it. So the main thing is get whatever you can out of this. Ask whatever questions you want, be however you want to be. Know that there's no limit to how deep this can go. I'm still learning, and I'm looking forward to being on this journey with you. And if there's something else that you really wanted answered or learning about me, please drop in the comments below, because this is not the only version of this video I'll ever make. I intend to improve it and update it in the future, and I look forward to being with you. Ciao for now.